Let's tour the University District. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods for food. There's lots of entertainment there and good times. It is an old, grungy neighborhood at times, but also has some great beauty. The light rail station there is very helpful for getting to and from North Seattle and other transit options. It makes the University District a moving neighborhood. And the University District is a North Seattle neighborhood just to the west of I-5 and Wallingford, and then just to the north of Capitol Hill and south of Ravenna. Laurelhurst is also to the east. And who am I? I'm Kevin Zelko, a Seattle area realtor. I've been living in Seattle for 30 years now and just love showing off the city. I love helping buyers and sellers work with the real estate needs. So if you have any questions, just reach out and let's get a coffee or give me a phone call. And being the U District, the highlight is obviously the University of Washington, which is an amazing place with lots of art galleries and the Henry, the Burke. It's a wonderful place with education on the mind, but a great place for, if you're not a student there, to go for a run. It's full of historic buildings, and the Red Square just feels like you're in a beautiful spot. They also have this during the cherry blossom season. It's so gorgeous. Make sure you see it. Here's Red Square I mentioned, and it's just an amazing square to walk out into. So please check it out when you're on your walk. They're finishing up Suzzalo, as you can see, and it's in repair mode. But University of Washington makes for great views of all the neighborhood. And you can't talk about the University District without talking about Husky Stadium. It's so beautiful on the water in Lake Washington, and you can literally pull up on a boat and enjoy the game. It's truly a special place, and it's right off the Burke-Gilman Trail, so very handy there too. And I wanted to talk about housing when we're doing a tour of the University District. There are a lot of single-family homes in the University District. There's also college housing and fraternities. So the housing is a little bit special when we talk about that in the University District. The average median price for a single family home is just around $875,000, and a condo usually comes in around $385,000, with townhomes being in the middle of that price range. As you can see, there's a lot of variety. Most of the single family homes are from the 1920s to 1950s, and the townhomes and condos are much newer than that. As you can see behind me, that's Raising Cane, which opens up February 17th. The neighborhood in the U District. I'm at University and 45th. I'm not sure this intersection is going to deal with the pickup chicken crowd that's going to come with that. But we all do know there's better restaurants than Raising Cane's, right? Especially in the U District. And yes, so the neighborhood is full of commerce in the University District, and that's all on one block mainly. Lots of fun old stores with great owners and that have been a part of the community for a long time. These are some of my favorites. Now, the Ave doesn't have too many historic buildings itself, but this one, Flowers, used to be a flower shop way back in the day. Then it was a dive bar that would overserve underage folks a lot, but now it's a gift shop, and they kept the ad or the advertisement up on in front. You also have the post office right here, which is very classic old building, and that's the first apartment building right next to it. The Don Kennedy building used to be called. He was a slumlord. I don't think he's around anymore, but just a lot of old 40s to 60s buildings that need repair, and you'll see that a lot. I'm also right by where the light rail goes. Light rail station right behind me is a wonderful place to get in and out of the neighborhood. And here's more of those stores. I just love Shiga's Imports. You can get gifts from all over Asia, and they're fascinating. And the Red Light is a classic clothing store. It is for sale, by the way. And Intervisions is a record store as well that has a lot of vinyl for those shopping those. And I mentioned good restaurants. A Pizza Mart is a very classic old bar, good for sports. And you can find a fun shop, Man Who Sold the World. Thai Tom's, that's what I want to talk about. Go in there, sit at the bar, and watch your Thai food cooked right in front of you. There'll be flames, there'll be smoke, scents. It's one of the best places for tom kha gas soup. Delicious. And Cedars is part of the falafel battle that I often have. Which one do I go? I love Cedars, but I also love Aladdin's. So I go to both, and I have had 2 falafel sandwiches in one day. They're delicious, and both right by the light rail as well. There's just so much food. You can travel the world by walking up and down the Ave and eating all day if you wanted. Cafe Solstice is a great coffee shop, by the way. College Pub, this is classic old Washington, Seattle sports bar, and off the res over by the Burke is so delicious. Make sure you find it. It's a little bit hidden there. And old Seattle, a Blue Moon. Yeah, it's still that old. There's some old Lane Staley stories around it. Check it out on the internet. Portage Bay, you can get an excellent breakfast and brunch. Pineapple's a great hotel to stay at when you're in the University District. And Finn's McCool's is wonderful for old sports bar, Irish bar, and I love all this food. It's a journey in the U District. There are a lot of fun sports bars to take in either college sports, but some of my earliest memories in Seattle were coming to the Ave and finding different places to watch the World Cup. Lots of the bars and restaurants are owned by people from all over the world, as I mentioned, and you can travel the whole world on the Ave. And so I would just come in and find a place to watch soccer and watch those World Cup games. But I'll be at Big Time Brewing for the Seahawks game, and you have to get there early and prep and all that, but there's lots of places to take in sports at these venues because it's UW. Go Dogs. And here's Big Time Brewing. It is one of the oldest breweries in Seattle. It very well might be the oldest. Great beer here, good food. It's an excellent pub to hit up. One of my favorite things that I love about Seattle, ever since I moved here 30 years ago, were the small independent-owned theaters. And they're all closing, as we all know. And the U District had a couple that were really amazing. Now this one's been converted into a music venue, which I'm glad there's life there, but there's a lot of history of movies in that theater, and very haunted, that one particularly, but amazing place to see a show still. But check out those last remaining theaters that exist. Movies are a passion of my life, and it's hard to find those indie theaters. There used to be over 10, maybe even 20 of them in the city, and now we're down to just a handful that are left. So support your theaters, and hopefully the times come back around where we get independent movie theaters again, because it really is special. It's a great way to see film. And here I am sad that the Varsity just closed just this last month. Really bummed me out. And here's another old classic. The Grand Illusion was right here. It was another classic theater. The neighborhood was loaded with them. But not to be sad anymore, Scarecrow's still open. Go get all of your videos, DVDs, rentals, everything here. Best video store ever, really. And yeah, there's a Trader Joe's in the neighborhood. They do have some grocery options. Also some other corporate grocery stores as well are near, and down in U Village as well. One of my favorite spots in the U District is Boat Street, and it's just right off Brick Gilman Trail, and you can just do everything on the water you want to do, whether it's kayaking, walking along the water, taking in a sunset, and just a really nice romantic place down here for the U District especially. A lot of wildlife as well. And as I mentioned, I just love coming to Agua Verde, another great restaurant with kind of a hippie-influenced Mexican food. St. Bread has great burgers and baked goods, some of the best baked goods in the city. And then you'll also see Recycled Cycles is right off the Brick Gilman Trail, place to fix your bike or update it as you're on the road. And then we also have to talk about U Village. It's down a long bridge connected to the U District, and it's kind of an upscale shopping center now, with just an Apple store and that Mayonaise chicken, which does have Dole Whip, and you know my addictions to Dole Whip. So go to the U Village. And I hope you enjoyed my tour of the University District. If you have any real estate questions, whether you're buying or selling a home, please reach out and let's talk about it. I hope to hear more.